City of Stevens Point Transportation Commission meeting, recorded May 10, 2021.
All right, well then we'll call the meeting to order. We'll start with roll call. Susan, did you want to run roll call or is Talon running that?
Is Talon on? There he is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, I can run roll call. A moment here. Okay, so Nicole Listening,
Here.
Carolyn Peterson,
Here.
Alder Mary Kneebone,
Here.
Alder Thomas Leek,
Here.
Tom Bertram,
Here.
Greg Keppel, and Mark Christensen. All right, great. And you see I'm on. I think you guys see Kevin O'Donnell, mobility coordinator, Tom Carroll, our operations supervisor, and director Joel Lemke is with us today too, as well as Susan.
Okay. Great, thanks for running the roll call. Move to agenda item number 2, which is approval of the April 12, 2021 minutes. Those were attached. If there's no questions or adjustments needed, we could take a motion for approval.
I'll move to approve. This is Caroline.
Leak here. I'll second.
Okay, we have a motion by Carolyn and a second by Leek. Any further discussion? Okay, we'll take the motion to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Okay, motion carries. We'll go to agenda item number 3, which is approval of the April 2021 financial claims report.
I had one question. This is Caroline. I had a question about that. Number 6221 under Heartland Business Systems, where it says no before training. What is that?
I can answer that if you'd like.
Okay.
No before training is a training that our IT providing company pushes out kind of unknowingly to employees to see if they fall for phishing attacks. Yeah, it's paid for per computer, so it's split up amongst the department.
Okay, thanks, Joel. All right, if there's no further questions, we could take a motion for approval.
Nicole, I will move approval of the April 2021 financial claims report.
I will second.
Okay, we have a motion by Alderman Kneebone and a second by Carolyn. Are there any further questions or discussion? Okay, hearing none, we'll take the motion to vote. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so agenda item number 4 is nominations and appointment to the Transportation Commission Chair and Vice Chair. So if anybody is wanting to step up and become a chair or vice chair, is anybody interested? I'm willing to stand as chair, but if anybody is interested in the position, I'm willing to step aside.
Ditto. You want to be chair?
No, I was going to nominate Nicole to be chair again and Carolyn to be assistant chair, vice chair. I don't know if those need to be separate nominations, but I will do both as in nominating, not being those positions.
Okay. Can we nominate them together,
I would do them
Susan?
separately.
Okay.
I nominate Nicole to be chair.
I accept.
I'll second that, Alder Kneebone.
Okay. So then we would need to take it to vote, correct?
Mhm.
Are there any further nominations for chair? Okay, hearing none, do we take it to vote? Okay, all those in favor of Nicole being chair again, say aye.
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 All those opposed? Okay. Now we'll take nominations for vice chair.
I nominate Carolyn Peterson to be vice chair.
Thanks, Tom.
I accept.
So then we
I
would
will-
need a second.
I will second that.
A nomination by Tom, second by Alderman Kneebone. Any further nominations? Okay, hearing none, we'll take the nomination to vote. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed? Okay, we have a continuing chair and vice chair. Thank you. All right, we'll move to the next agenda item, which is the Transit Mutual Insurance Awards. Who's speaking on that? Is that Susan or
Talon.
Talon? Talon, okay.
I can speak on that before we get to the next agenda item. So TMI was happy to announce Central Transportation actually won a few awards through them, a driver incentive award, as well as will receive a plaque for most improved system and a certificate acknowledging that we had no payable accidents for 2020. So pretty big, big accomplishments there in regards to safety for our system.
Along
Great.
with the driver incentive award, the Central Transportation received a check from Transit Mutual Insurance in the amount of $500 as the award from TMI. And so that'll be dispersed evenly among staff.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. And congrats. We will pass that on to the operators.
Yeah.
Really responsible for bringing that home. But we do a lot of, we're very proactive as a management team as well. We conduct a number of video ride checks throughout the year, just to take a look at how the drivers are doing out there. You know, if we see any concerns, we do address those concerns with the drivers. If we start seeing issues that are repetitive, you know, typically, you know, if they're repeating, it's becoming a habit. You know, maybe they're forgetting to put on their blinker or something like that. Frequently, you know, we'll sit down and we'll talk to them about that, because when it becomes a habit, you know, sometimes they don't even realize they're doing it. So the supervisors do a lot of interaction with the drivers and, you know, just keeping them aware of what they're finding on the ride checks, and, you know, just trying to help them stop that type of behavior as they're driving, so to prevent an accident. The other thing that management does is we are communicating quite a bit with TMI, and TMI submits reports on a regular basis as well, telling us what's happening more statewide. And so just knowing why accidents are happening statewide helps us to know what to focus on in training, to try to get in front of that and not have that happening in our system. So it's really a team effort, and we're very proud of our staff. And I'm very proud of the staff and the management team, because they do, take that stuff very seriously and try to make sure we're as safe as we possibly can be. Obviously accidents are accidents. Once in a while, things do happen, but overall, I think as a whole, we're doing quite well in our program. And so.
Susan, I have a quick question. Could you email me a list of those awards, and I can give you guys a shout out at the council meeting next Monday night in my 3 minutes?
Absolutely.
So yeah, we'll give you guys a pat on the back. You betcha. Happy to do it. We
will get that out to you.
Thanks.
You're gonna have to talk fast to fit them all in 3 minutes.
I'll try. If there's some that are more important than others, I could highlight and say among the many.
I guess we can move on.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. I must have accidentally turned on a mute. So we can move to the next agenda item. Recognition of Transportation Superintendent Susan Lemke's retirement. Who's speaking on that one? Joel? Talon?
Joel is.
I'd be happy to start for sure.
Okay.
I know we got into it a little bit before the meeting, so I think everybody was on then, but for those of you who didn't hear prior to the meeting started, Susan has announced her retirement date of June 1. So we're talking about that now, because by the time the next commission meeting rolls around, she won't be here. So she'll be happily retired. So I wanted to take the opportunity, and I really haven't had to do this over Zoom yet. So for the rather impersonal side of it, I apologize, but take the opportunity to just say, really in 100 different ways, thank you. Susan will be just shy of 24 years, right?
Yes, correct.
Just shy of 24 years
Mhm.
with the city. She has been, as everybody would expect, because of just how dedicated she is, she's been transitioning responsibilities in the department for a long time to make sure that the knowledge transfer is there, and we'll be working through succession here in the weeks and months ahead. But Susan's always been in the city and in the departments an example of kind of good leadership, right? What it is, what it should be, and everything like that. She's always been a resource to her own department, to the rest of the city. And I think a few of you have been around long enough to see her awarded at the state level and stuff like that, to understand that she really has been an industry resource too, if you want to put it that way, to peers for transit. I know that when programs get developed, she's even helped out our regulators quite a bit to make programs go smoother from a transit perspective, to know who they're regulating and how they're regulating and how to do it better. And that's something that I don't think a lot of people can say about their transit superintendents. Always been the most reasonable person, and of course incredibly dedicated. One of the most important things in the role, though, that I think everybody's seen, is just that this doesn't go well if you're not passionate about it, and if you're not an advocate for transit and the people who need transit. And I think everybody can say they've seen that over the years, is that is Susan. So we're very fortunate to have had that. Many programs have developed and or changed, I mean, considerably under Susan's leadership. I think that one of the things that is maybe not always the easiest to identify, except for in this case, it's very easy to identify. Susan is leaving transit much different and much better than she found it. And that's an awesome thing to be able to say. She's been a great employee. She's been a great employer to all of her employees, and just a wonderful person to be around. So we're wishing Susan the best. Enjoy retirement. Thank you for just doing what you do and being who you are. And when we can all do this as a group a little more, maybe we can, well, we're going to have a little something on your way out for sure. But this is the last commission meeting, I guess. So thank you, Susan.
Thank you, Joel.
Mhm.
It was a pleasure. The years just went so fast. They really did. And, you know, like any other job, there were ups and downs, but I really do enjoy my work here very much. And I have been really happy and honored to serve the community and hopefully make a difference in people's lives, that, you know, be a voice for people who maybe weren't heard otherwise, things like that. Transportation is huge. It's a huge issue among seniors and individuals with disabilities and students. And, you know, it's just, I thrive on challenge. So this was maybe a good job for me. But yeah, to bring, you know, the campus into the loop and to provide what I always refer to as a safe ride home program, not a drunk bus, a safe ride home program, you know. So, I mean, and just, you know, so many things that, and I haven't done this myself, that the team and I have worked together on to make happen, you know. It's just been really, really rewarding. And personally, you know, like I said, because I like challenge, for me, it was even a little bit fun. And, you know, so I'm just really thankful. I'm thankful that I had an opportunity to do this work. And I love our facility that we're in now. I love the fleet that we have right now. It's, you know, it's just, I guess all of my goals have been met. I've got more, but, you know, I'm getting old. I can't do it all. So I've got to pass that baton on to Talon, Tom, Kevin, and the rest of the team here. I mean, we have some very capable individuals who are just going to continue to move things forward. I'm positive of that. And so I'm comfortable in leaving right now and spending some time with my grandchildren who still want to spend time with me while they're at that age. And you know, just, I have hobbies I love to do. So I'll definitely stay busy, but, you know, like, you know, the team knows if they need anything, they can always call me, give me a call, and I'll try to remember what I did and where I put something or whatever has to happen. You know, I'll do my best to provide support from my retirement. And I won't say my easy chair, because I doubt whether I'll be in that very much. You know, I've got many things I want on my to-do list for myself. But thank you for also to the commissions that I've had through the years. It's just been, I don't think anybody can say this other than me, maybe, but I am very proud of every single commissioner that I have had through the years and the support that they've provided, you know, from day one to the current moment. You know, I have been blessed with people who really care about the community and public transportation. And, you know, it's been just a great pleasure working with all of you through the years. And thank you for your continued support as I move on and the new team comes forward. You know, I just know that they can count on you to be there for them too. So thank you so much for that.
Well, thanks, Susan.
I want to say that I have really appreciated when you talk. Sometimes people just kind of whatever, and it kind of goes in one ear and out the other. You haven't been that way. Susan has always been willing to listen to other points of view and research things, see if it'll work, and so thank you for that.
You're welcome. I always say, and Tom and Talon can know this, I'm always like, the more minds around the table, the better, because it really is that there are so many bright individuals and hardworking individuals, and everybody's got great ideas, and we don't always agree immediately, but we come out with a really good product in the end, and that's the key to success, in my opinion, and really in anything in life. But yeah, thank you, Carolyn. I appreciate that, and I think you'll see that moving forward too.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure working with you, Susan, that's for sure.
Thank you, Nicole.
Yes,
I'm not even sure when I came on the commission, but I got the tour of the first facility and the tour of the new facility, and it's a major upgrade.
It is.
Every year after the spring elections, we have these reorganization meetings and all the council members get assigned to committees. And every year I say to the mayor, I'll be happy to stay on transportation because Susan is a joy to work with. So it has been a great pleasure for me to watch you guys work and see what you do and then support the efforts that you've made for this community. So thank you all, not just you, but thank you all for the work you do and the team that you've built.
And we have an outline for the future that, Tom and Talon have been active already in that. We've been talking about, where we go from here. And I shouldn't say we, but where this team goes from here. There's some really good goals ahead. And there's work to be done. And, it's all outlined, and Tom and Talon will grab onto that, and you'll be working on some new exciting projects. I can guarantee it.
Great. Well, congratulations.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Are we ready to move to the next agenda item, Joel?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good. All right, next up on the agenda is the next meeting date. So our next meeting would normally be Tuesday, June 14th at 4:45. Will that work for everyone? And are we going to continue using Zoom?
Yes, we're going to continue using Zoom. I'll end up sending out a new link.
Okay.
Over the next, I'll send it out to you guys early so you have it in your calendar. So.
Okay.
Isn't
great.
it Monday the 14th? Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
You're right. Yep.
Okay.
I wish I could say that was a test, but it was not. Okay, so next
Joel,
meeting
I
is
have a
Monday, June
question.
14th.
Excuse me. I just wanted to ask Joel, are most of the meetings still being held Zoom, Joel, or are you seeing a transition? No.
There was going to be an attempted transition tonight with the city standing committees, and they canceled that just on the fact that they couldn't do an audience camera, a presenter camera, and the audios didn't work well together. So they canceled that. We trialed it a little earlier today and it didn't work well at all. So maybe next month there will be a hybrid, but actually the conversation today made it sound like maybe not next month even. So
okay.
when we do start going back, everybody, whether it's staff or, commissioners or elders, whoever makes up the group, everybody's still welcome to attend virtually for a while also. So it'll be a soft reopening.
Yeah, I think it'll be welcome.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
welcome. Thank you, Joel.
So can I be clear? The date then is the 15th?
No, Monday, June 14th.
Oh, Monday, June 14th. Okay.
Yeah.
At 4:45. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. Okay, well then we'll adjourn. Thanks, everybody. Good luck in retirement, Susan. We'll miss you.
Thank you.
Videos of these meetings are available for viewing on the city's website, stevenspoint.com/videos.